Well, I often heard the term bomb-proof or bulletproof when it comes to Jeep parts, especially in the aftermarket. Well, here I have a JK oil pan with an OEM Dana 30 and Dana 44 diff covers, and we'll be testing out different calibers to see if the OEM stuff is or is not bulletproof. First off, we will be testing the Winchester 36 grain rimfire and 22 long rifle. Then we'll step up to the Remington 2 3/4 inch shell number 4 shot turkey load, and Remington 7/8 ounce slug, high velocity. I think it goes at 1800 feet per second. So we'll be starting off with the Sure Shot single shot 22. We'll be shooting at 15 yards. Okay. Ça roule. So I realized that I actually missed on that first shot. So I took another shot off camera. And this one definitely connected. The oil pan came off of its nail. And you can see here, it hit the side, but it didn't puncture. Before we started filming, I took one shot at this and hit it right on the side there, and that one punctured. My guess is that where the metal bends here, it's kind of reinforced, so it probably would have penetrated if I would have hit it centered. I gotta watch that trigger pull. Well, here's the Dana 30. Again, the bullet hit at an angle and deflected slightly, and then it seems to have deteriorated in a major way when it hit that second portion right there. So no dent, really, no penetration at all. La première take que j'ai faite, j'étais suppose, esti. Alright, bear with me folks, I'm pretty new at this, so I'm having a hard time filming and knowing when I'm pausing or not. So for those who are wondering, that was French. So third diff cover, you can see same thing, the bullet just smashed and pretty much broke to pieces. It didn't puncture anything. There's a slight dent in it. But that diff cover is still good. So diff covers versus 22 long rifle, they are bulletproof, and that's OEM, nothing fancy here. So we'll be using the Winchester model 1300 with the improved cylinder choke, since we'll be using slugs later. But for now, we're going with the turkey load. So let's see how she does. So here we have it, folks. Turkey shot. It peppered it pretty well, but there's no penetration on the oil pan. Same thing here on the Dana 30. You see a couple of good deflections on the angles there, But even the shots that landed on the flat areas didn't dent. And here again on the Dana 44, same thing as the previous two. The paint came off and that's about it. Now let's go see how slugs do. And now we're going to try the 7/8 ounce slug. High velocity Remingtons, 1800 feet per second. Pre. So on that third shot, you didn't see the Dana 44 flip like the others did. Because I'm a poor shooter, it seems. I hit just about an inch high. So we'll take another shot at it. And I'd like to mention that these 7/8 ounce slugs are actually softer on my shoulder than the 1.5 ounce turkey loads. So they're pretty fun to shoot. Go. So here's the first one with the oil pan and the slug. I put it in the snow to help you see the contrast here. Look at the size of that hole, folks. You get 2 good fingers in there, no problem. Then you can see the slug burrowed itself right in there. Cool stuff. Actually, looking at it, it seems that the slug had fully expanded in the oil pan and only did a shallow hole right beside where that branch is over there. And it seems to have bounced back. That tree is pretty softened by rot, so maybe it helped absorb the slug instead of having it penetrate. So we're coming up to the Dana 30 here. And again, I really need to practice my offhand shots here. The slug, well, it hit the side here and deflected and punctured right through here at the top. So I guess those slugs are hitting a bit high, and that's not my point of aim. I've actually aimed lower on this, and I'm shooting at around 15 yards, so that's probably why the slug is hitting so high and why I missed on the Dana 44 over there. Let's go see how my second shot did on it. Well, folks, that was my first shot that went high here. And then my second shot also went high. And I can tell you for a fact that I was aiming just about here. So those slugs are impacting really, really high at 15 yards. Got one more slug left with me. I'll try to hit it closer, dead center, just for effect. See how it goes. Go. Okay, so I'm a whole lot closer right now. If I miss this one, I really need to go back to school on this offhand shooting stuff. So here's a slug on the Dana 44 at about 15 feet. Well, folks, it seems I could shoot a slug at 15 feet accurately. It pretty much hit right where I wanted it to. That's a beautiful entry hole. If I had any more slugs, I'd try stacking the diff covers on top of each other to see how deep they would penetrate, but I'm fresh out. Hope you enjoyed.